We are looking at R.D. Sharma Solutions, Class 11, Chapter 10, Geometric Progressions, Exercises 20.1. Now here, the first question is, show that each one of the following progressions is a GP. Also find the common ratio in each case. So there are 4 or 5 paths here. Let us see the first one. These are, this is the sequence. So you have minus 4, minus 2, 1 and minus half. So what you have to do, Tn plus 1 by Tn, that is the term and the previous term. If you divide them, the value should be some common ratio. Every value should be equal. So we'll take minus 2 by 4 and then we'll take 1 by minus 2. So we have this minus 2 by 4, that is minus half, and this is 1 by minus 2, that is going to be minus half. So both the times the common ratio is coming as minus half, both the times. So common ratio is minus half and this sequence is in the GP. Similarly here we have this minus 6 by minus 2 by 3, that is 9. Minus 54 by minus 6, 6 9 is 54, so 9 will come, R will come as 9. Now this will do. This is A, 3A squared by 4 and 9A cubed by 16. So this is a GP. So first we have to find out that this is a GP or not, and then we have to evaluate the common ratio. So let us divide them. 3A squared by 4 divide by A, only A will cancel. So this will be 3A by 4, simply 3A by 4. Now there are other two terms, 9A cubed by 16, and we'll divide it by 3A squared by 4. And if you see 9A cubed by 3A squared, here it will be 4 4 16, 3 3 9, and A square, A cube, A will remain. So what do you get? Again you get 3A by 4, and this 3A by 4 is nothing but the common difference of this sequence or series. So common ratio is 3A by 4. Now the next one is half 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 by 1 by 2, 2 by 3 will come, 2 by 9 by 1 by 3, 2 by 3 will come. So the common ratio is 2 by 3. Now we have to show that the sequence AN, we have a sequence AN, and A sub n, this is A subscript n, it is defined by AN equals 2 by 3 to the power n, where n belongs to capital N, is a GP. So let us find the numbers first. Just put n equals 1, n equals 2 like this. When you put n equals 1, it becomes 2 by 3. A2 shall be 2 3 to the power 2. A3 shall be 2 by 3 to the power 3. So what do you get? There is a shrinkla, there is a series being formed, 2 by 3, 2 by 3 squared, 2 by 3 cubed. Now divide, 2 by 3 square divided by 2 by 3. And this 2 gets cancelled, 1 3 gets cancelled. So this will be 2 by 3 squared into 3 by 2, 2 cancel, 1 3 gets cancelled, so 1 by 3 it will be. Now coming to other two terms, 2 by 3 cubed divided by 2 by 3 square. What do you get? 2 gets cancelled, 1 3 gets cancelled, it shall be 1 by 3. So ratio of the consecutive term is 1 by 3, which is a common ratio. So it's making a GP, common ratio 1 by 3. Now here we have certain questions. We'll do a few of them which are important. So, and let us see this. There are some root involved, somewhere variables are involved, somewhere decimals are also involved. So we have this, whichever is important, we are going to do that. Ninth term of GP, 1, 4, 16, 64. So first we have to find out the common ratio. The Tn, that is the nth term, you need to know that it equals AR to the power n minus 1. So we need A, we need R, we need N. These three things we know. So ninth term is being asked, N is 9. This we already know. A is 1 because of the series. And we have to find out the R. So 4 divides R, 4 divides 1 or 16 divides 4. You are going to get 4. So common ratio becomes 4. Now Tn equals A R to the power n minus 1. So 1, 4, power 8. So 4 to the power 8. So this is what we get. Now this question we are going to do. 1 by, let me just give you an idea about this also. See, this is the, and let's have a look here. And there's one question which has decimals in it. That is in that question. So let me write that question, and then I'm going to just give you a hint how to solve it. So there is a third part here. The third part is the 8th term of the GP is, the series is 0.3, 0.06, 0.012. So n is 8 here. A equals 0.3. And what is the R? R is 0.06 divides 0.3. So what are you going to get? 6 by 100, 3 by 10. 0 cancels. You will get 0.2 here. 3 to the 6 and 1 point goes. What do you get? 0.2 you will get. Now when we need to find out, what are we going to do? We'll use this formula. A R to the power 0.3, R is 0.2 is R, 0.2 to the power n minus 1, 8 minus 1, 7. So this you can evaluate, and this is how we have to find out. If you have any trouble, just assume 0.3 to be 3 by 10 and 0.2 to be 2 by 10. Then you can easily solve it. Next one is, we have to find out the 12th term. 12th term of the GP, and the sequence is 1 by a cube x cube, then ax, then a to the power 5 x to the power 5. So n is given as 12. A is the first term, 1 by a cube x cube. A is this term, and then R is what? This ax by 1 by a cube x cube. So ax by 1 by a cube x cube, that is going to go up. It will be a to the power 5 x to the power 5, right? Or a to the power 4 x to the power 4, a to the power 4 x to the power 4. Now R is a to the power 4 x to the power 4. Now let us use the formula. A R to the power n minus 1. A is given as 1 by a cube x cube. R we found out to be a to the power 4 x to the power 4. And the power becomes 12 minus 1, n minus 1, 11. So just multiply this. You can multiply 11 inside. This shows you a to the power 44, x to the power 44. And then you have a cube x cube in the denominator. This gives you a to the power 41, 44 minus 3, and x to the power also 41. So ax to the power, ax whole to the power 41 you are going to get. Now there are two questions which are based on roots. So let us take the second one. And 10th term we have to find out. Now root 2, 1 by root 2 and 1 by 2 root 2 like this. So same thing in the previous question also. So we are going to do one of them. Now n is here 10. Then a is also known to us root 2. R we have to find out. R will be what? 1 by root 2 by root 2. 1 by root 2 by root 2. Now this, remember this because this is coming in the next questions also. 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2, that is going to be 1 by 2. So R is half. So Tn shall be root 2 a r to the power, half to the power n minus 1. 10 minus 1 is 9. So this is, you can leave it like this also. Now you can resolve it further. Take half outside, that is root 2 into half to the half. Make other half to the power 8. So what do you get? 1 by root 2 half to the power 8. Next one is find the fourth term from the end of the GP. Now here the fourth term from the back, there is a simple formula. The sequence is given as 2 by 27, 2 by 9, 2 by 3 like this, 162. So this the same formula we are going to use, but the number is from the left, from the rear. So an shall be L is the last term, 1 by r to the power n minus 1. This is the formula you need to keep in your head. 162 is the last term, r we are going to find out just now, and n minus 1, right? 4 terms, so 4 minus 1, that is 3. So basic thing is to find r is was 2 by 9 by 2 by 27. 2 by 9 by 2 by 27. What do you get? 2 by 9 into 27 by 2. So 9 3s are 27. You get 3. So it's 1 by 3 to the power 3, 162 by 27, and 27 cuts it to 6. So 6 will come. Which term of the progression? This progression, which term of the progression is 12.5? So we have to find out the nth term is already given. Tn is a r to the power n minus 1. Tn is already given 12.5. A is already known 0.004. R is 0.02 by 0.004. 0.02 divides 0.004, and 2 to the 4, 2 zeros come. It is R is going to be 5. Now, R is 5 here. Now whenever you have this kind of trouble, just divide, make it as 2 by 100 and make this 0.004 as 4 by 1000. So what do you get? 2 by 100 into 1000 by 4. 2 2s are 4 and 100 cancels 2 0. So you have 10 by 2. So 2 5s are 10. 5 you are going to get. So wherever you get any trouble in this decimals etc., this is the best way to solve it. Now it's 5 to the power n minus 1. Now when we divide 12.5 by 0.04, so you can write it as 12 by 12, 125 by 10 divided by 10, and this you can write it as 4 by 1000. So you can write it as 1000 by 4, and this becomes 5 to the power n minus 1. So what? When you solve this, so you get 425 and 125 is 5 cube and 25 is 5 square. 5 into 5 into 5 is 125. So what do you get? Add the powers, you get 5 to the power 5, and this equals 5 to the power n minus 1. So you are going to get n minus 1 equals 5, n becomes 6. So n is 6 here. So the sixth term is 12.5. Next there are certain parts here. Which term of the GP? कौन सा term ये है? The last one. Which term of the GP? For example, the first one, 1 by 512 root 2. So first thing is, we know the first term. We can find out the R. We know the nth term also. We have to find out the n. So this is 1 by 512 root 2. This is the term we need to find out. So a, that is root 2, r to the power n minus 1. R is what? 1 by root 2. By root 2, this we already done. This is going to come as half. So this is half to the power 1 by 2 to the power root 2 into 1 by 2 to the power half to the power n minus 1. N is what? We don't know. Now multiply root 2 with root 2 in the denominator. You will get 512 into 2, and 512 into 2 is 1024, and 1024 is simply 2 to the power 10. This is a thumb rule. 2 to the power 10 is 1024. This actually 512, you can then say that it is 2 to the power 9. So from where did I get this 1024? 1 kb, 1 kilobit is equals 1024, which is 2 to the power 10. This is how the things has come. So this is how we remember it, not things has come, remember it. Always remember 1024 is 2 to the power 10. Okay, this is kilo type of thing. So 2 to the power n minus 1 is what? 2 to the power 10, 9 plus 1 is 10. So n minus 1 becomes 10, that is n equals 11. Now there are certain questions. So this I'll just revisit this because there is simple change. I'm going to give you a change here. Now let us see this. Let me revisit this. A is 2 here, and 2 root 2 by 2, so r is root 2, and the other term is the 128. So when we equate, it is 64, and 64 is 2 to the power, see, root 2 to the power n minus 1, you are going to write it as 2 to the power half. So 2 to the power half and n minus 1 is already there. So root 2 is 2 to the power half, you already have n minus 1. So you are going to get 2 to the power n minus 1 by 2, and 64 is 2 to the power 6. Now you have to equate this. 6 equate with n minus 1 by 2, you are going to get 12. 12 equals n minus 1. So you are going to get n equals 13. Okay, there is a slight change here. Root 2 you have to write 2 to the power half, then only it will come as n minus 1 equal to 12. You know, you will be wondering why this 12 equals n minus 1 has come. Next one is root 3 is the 729 is the nth term, root 3 is the first term. And what is the common ratio? 3 by root 3. 3 by root 3. So what do you get? 3 by root 3. And multiply numerator, denominator by root 3. You get 3 root 3 by 3. You get root 3. Now there are certain things. Two ways we can solve it. One is the simple method. One is a lengthy method. First you have to find out. There is hit and trial. If you don't know 729, because you know this will happen to many students, that 729 they don't know how to find out which is the power. So start with the initial. First let me come to the right hand side. See, 729, how are we going to write in terms of 3? So 3 into 3 is 9. 3 into 3 into 3, 9 3 is a 27. 27 into 3 is 81. Likewise, you have to go ahead. So I'll tell you a very hard method first. Hard method. Then I'll tell you the simple method. So first is, see, 3 to the power 3 is 81. You know that. Okay. 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27, as I just said. Now 3 to the power 4, let us say 3 into 3 into 3, 81 into 81. Okay. 9 9 is 81. This is 9 is 81. 81 into 81, this goes far beyond, so it's not going to work. 3 to the power 8 will be very higher. So 81 into 3, it will be 243. So we have 3 to the power 5 it is. Now still we have not reached. Multiply again by 3. Let us see. It's 729. Yes, we got it. 3 to the power 6. 729 is 3 to the power 6. What about this? This is when it comes down, 3 to the power half is there. So 6 minus half, when it goes up, 6 minus half equals to, 6 minus half equals to, you have this root 3. Root 3, that is 3 to the power of 1 by 2. So this equals n minus 1 by 2. This is equals n minus 2. Now I'll just come back to this. This is a tough method. I'll give you a simple method. See, on the right hand side it is root 3. So you can just add the power. Easily add the power because the bases are same. You can add the indexes. So root 3, the power is what? 3 to the power 6 equals root 3, n minus 1 plus 1 is n. So 3 to the power half, because root 3 is 3 to the power half, n by 2 is 6. So n is equals 12. This is how the simple method works. Now let me complete that method which I was telling you. 3 to the power 6 minus half equals n minus 1 by 2. So this becomes 6 to the 12, 6 to 12 minus 1 by 2, and this becomes n minus 1 by 2. 2 cancels, 1 cancels, and becomes 12. So both the ways, whichever suits you, you can find out. Which term of the term, which of the term is 1 by 3, 1 by 9, 1 by 27 is 1 by 19683. You know, previous 2-3 questions which we did were NCERT questions. This is also an NCERT question. So we have 1 by 19683. Again, you need to find out what power of 3 lands you or gives you this 19683. So this term equals A, that is 1 by 3, R to the power n minus 1. So 1 by 9 divides 1 by 3, and you are going to get 1 by 3 here. So 1 by 3 is the common ratio. Now put it here, 1 by 3. So same thing, the 1 by 3 power 1, 1 by 3 to the power n minus 1, just add them. 1 by 3 to the power n minus 1 plus 1 is n. Now 1 by 19683, 3 to the power 9 is 19683. Now the same thing, you have to multiply each of the term till the time you go and reach 19683. So this is how we are going to do. Okay, 1 by 3 to the power 9. So n equals 9. So 9 term of GP is 1 by 19683. This is the answer. We have the geometric progression. Which of the term is 512 by 729? So we have Tn as AR to the power n minus 1. So we will equate this. 512 by 729 equals 18A. R is minus 12 by 18. So 6 to the 12, 6 to the 18 minus 2 by 3. And this is to the power n minus 1. Now 512 is what? 2 to the power 9. No, it's 2 to the power 9. And 729, 3 to the power 6. It's 3 to the power 6. 18 can be 2 into 9. 9 can be written as 3 square. Now when you say 2 to the power 9 by 2, that is 2 to the power 8. And what about 3 to the power 6? Add the powers, 3 to the power 8. So this becomes minus 2 by 3 to the power n minus 1. Now you can write it as minus 1 to the power n minus 1 and 2 by 3 to the power n minus 1. So this is 2 by 3 to the power 8. 2 by 3 to the power 8. And then we have minus 1 to the power n minus 1. 2 by 3 to the power n minus 1. Now you can equate the power of 2 by 3. So n minus 1 will be equal to 8. N will be 9. So ninth term is there. Find the fourth term from the end of the GP. So we have direct formula. Last term we already have. Formula is An equals L 1 by R to the power n minus 1. So A is half, R is 1 by 6 by 1 by 2. L is last term. 1 by R, 1 by 6 by 1 by 2 is 1 by 3. So 1 by R will become 3. So 3 to the power, because fourth term is there, so 3 to the power 4 minus 1. So what do you get? 1 by 62. 1 by 162. The fourth term of a GP is 27. And the seventh term is 729. Find the GP. So fourth term, T4 is 27 and T7 is 729. So T7 in AP we used to do a plus n minus 1 into d. Here we'll do a r to the power n minus 1. So only reduce one number which is at the subscript of t. So a r to the power 3 is 27. Similarly a r to the power 6 and 729. Now a cancel, this 1 by r to the power 3, and this 27 is 3 to the power 3. This is a 9, 9, 3 is 27, and 729 is 3 to the power 6. You have 3 to the power 3 in the numerator. So what do you get? 1 by 3 to the power 3 in the denominator. 1 by 3 to the power 3 in the denominator. So r from here, if you can take just a reciprocal of these two. So r cube becomes 3 cube, r equals 3. R equals 3. So now you put in any of this equation. A r cube equals 27. R you put as 3, 3 is 9, 9, 3 is 27. So you have 27, 27. That is 27 equals a r cube. A I am putting r as 3. So 3 into 3 into 3, 27, 27, 27 cancels. A equals 1. So now we have to find GP. GP can be found out by AR square. A is 1. Then 1 into 3. Then 1 into 3 into the 3 like this. The 7th term of GP is 8 times the 4th term and 5th term is 48. Find the GP. So what is given? The 7th term is 8 times the 4th term, that is T4. So T7 is AR to the power 6 and T4 is AR to the power 3. So what do we get? There is a relationship. A cancels, R cube, R6 cancels, R cube remains. So R cube equals 8. So 8 you can write it as 2 to the power 3. So 2 raised 3. R equals 2. Now T5 term. So T5, AR to the power 4 is 48. So 48, R is already known to us, 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 4 is 16. So 48 by 16 equals 3. So A equals 3. A is known, R is known. Now you know how to make a GP. AR square. Put A as 3, R as 2. AR square like this. So 3, 6, 12. This will be the final GP. If the GP is 5, 10, 20, there are two GPs here. There are two GPs. 5, 10, 20, this is one GP. 1, 2, 8, 0, 6, 40, 320 is another GP. They have their n terms equal. So nth term of the first series equals nth term of the second series. Nth term of the first series equals to nth term of the second series. So A1 R1 n to the power n minus 1 equals A2 R2 n minus 1. N is equal, but A and R are different for both of the series. What is A here? 5. What is the A for the second series? 1, 2, 8, 0. What is the R for the first one? 10 by 5. That is 2. 2 to the power n minus 1. What is R? 640 by 1280. So this is again 1 by 2. 640 into 2 is 1280. Half. Now half to the power n minus 1. Now 5 you can bring it here on the right hand side, and this 2 to the power n minus 1 is already there. Now multiply this right hand side. 1 by 2 n minus 1 is 2 to the power n minus 1 only. 1 by 2 to the power n minus 1. So now take this on the left hand side, cross multiply, and 5 on the right hand side in the denominator. So you get 2 raised n minus 1, 2 raised n minus 1 equals 1280 by 5. This equals 256. This is 2 to the power twice of n minus 1. That is twice of 2n minus 2. You can take 2 common. Twice of n minus 2. So this is 2n minus 2, or 2 into n minus 1. So 2n minus 1 is there. 256 you can write it as 2 to the power 8. 2 raised to power 8 is 256. So this is 2 raised to the power 2 n minus 1. Now you can equate this. You can equate this to twice of n minus 1 equals 8. So n minus 1 equals 2 4s are 8. So n becomes 1 plus 4, that is 5. So the fifth term of these two different GPs are equal. If A, B, C, D and P, A, B, C, D and P are different real numbers such that this is given, this is less than or equal to 0, we have to show that A, B, C, D are in GP. So if A, B, C, D are in GP, what does it mean? It means B by A should equal C by B should equal D by C. This is what you have to prove. Now if you see, these are three terms. Now we'll take one term from the first bracket, second term from the second bracket, third term from the third bracket and combine them. So first is what? A square P square. Then we have minus 2AB 2ABP. Then we have B square. So A square P square you take. Then you take B square P square, you put it here. C square P square is here in the third bracket. Now take the second bracket. Minus 2ABP, put it here. Minus 2 BCP, you put it here on the second bracket. And minus 2 CDP in the third bracket. Combined with C square P square. Coming to the third one. B square with the first term. C square and D square in the respective brackets. Now the first bracket which has become is AP minus B whole square. A square P square plus B square minus 2APB, it is AP minus B whole square. This will also be BP minus C whole square. This is CP minus D whole square. So when this is square, 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 so there are three terms, you square them and add. That means all the terms have to be 0. All the terms have to be 0. AP minus B equals 0 and BP minus C should also be equal to 0 and CP minus D, see, BP minus, this is BP minus C is equal to 0, so CP minus D also equals to 0. If I say x square, y square plus z square is equal to 0, that means x and y and z has to be 0 separately. So what do you get? P equals AP equals B and P equals B by A. P equals B by A. Here you get P equals C by B. Here you get P equals D by C. Now all these are P, so equate them. B by A, C by D, D by C. This is what was wanted. And this is why you have A, B, C, D in GP. If A plus BX by A minus BX equals, this equals B plus CX by B minus CX equals C plus DX by C minus DX, X is not equal to 0, then we have to show that A, B, C, D are in GP. These all are our NCERT questions. Previous one also, this one also NCERT question. So A, B, C, D is in GP as we just saw in the previous question. B by A should be equal to C by 2 equals D by C. So take them separately, first two and then last two. So let us cross multiply it. So I'll just show you how to do this. This A plus, I'm taking these two. A plus BX by A minus BX equals B plus CX by B minus CX. Now cross multiply. A plus BX multiply B minus CX equals B plus CX A minus BX. Now just multiply. AB minus ACX plus B square X minus BC X square. This equals AB plus ACX minus B square X and then minus BC X square. So what do you get? Now we have some terms which are common. AB cancels. Then BC X square cancels. What do you get? Minus ACX plus B square and ACX B square. Now what you can do, there are few methods, and you take ACX on one side and you take B square term one side. Means either you take B square X on the left hand side and minus B square X on the left hand side, and since ACX is on the right hand side, we will take minus ACX which is on the left hand side to the right hand side. So what you are going to get B square X 2 times and ACX also 2 times. This is what you have to do. So what I am trying to suggest is, take the B square, because we want ultimately B square equals AC. So that is why B square equals AC we want. That is why what we are going to do, b square x one side and acx one side. So b square x, take the b square x on here, b square x. So you have twice of b square x equals acx twice of acx plus acx. So now you get 2b square x equals acx. Now cancel x both sides. What do you get? And cancel 2 also. You get b square equals ac. What does that mean? This means a, b, c are in GP. A, B, C are in GP. Now this is the first part. Now same thing you have to do with these second two terms. I hope you will be able to do. You are going to get c square equals bd. That is b, c, d are also in GP. B, C, D are also in GP. So when A, B, C are in GP, B, C, D in GP, that means A, B, C, D are in GP. If 5th, 8th and 11th term of a GP are P, Q and S, we need to prove Q square equals Px. A5 is P, A8 is Q, A11 S. Q square equals PS. So you can write it as Q dot Q equals PS, and you can write it as, that means Q dot Q equals PS. Now you can write this as Q by P equals S by Q. Now you know that Q, which is these terms, Q is AR7 and P is AR4 and S is AR10. So just put in here. So you have just put Q as AR7, P as AR4 and then S AR10 and then you have AR to the power 7. Now you just cancel it out. R to the power 3 on the left hand side, R to the power 3 on the right hand side. This is proved. We need to prove Q square equals PS and this is proved. The fourth term of a GP is square of its second term. And the first term is given, that is A is given. A is minus 3. So we have to find its seventh term. This is a NCERT question. So A4 is square of A2. So AR3 is AR2 square. AR is the second term. So AR cube is A square R square. So A cancel, one A will remain. Then you have this one R will remain. R equals A. R and A are equal. Now we have A already given as minus 3. A is already minus 3. Just put here. R also becomes minus 3. Now we have to find out the seventh term. We have to find A7. AR to the power 6. A is minus 3 and again minus 3 to the power 6, minus 2187 will come. In a GP, the third term is 24 and sixth term is 192. T3 is 24 and T6 is 192. We have to find the 10th term. So just divide them. You already know AR5 and AR square, this will get cancelled. R cube will remain. 24 8s are 192. So 8 can be written as 2 cube. R becomes 2. Now 2 is there. Now you have to find out the, so R is 2. Now you have to find A also. You have found out R, you have to find out A. So just put in AR square equals 24. R just put as 2. Now you get A as 24 by 4 and that is 6. A is 6. Now 10th term will be AR to the power 9. A10 is AR to the power 10 minus 1, 9. A is 6 and here 2 to the power 9 and you get 3072. This is the result. So this is one more question and it is not given in the exercise but still it is there. If you have other addition, you may find this question. You can just have a look, try to solve it. So this is all about this exercise. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.